Well, Europe is known for its clean air and beauty, but in the last few years, there are some countries in Europe which have looked bad. Not only this, the air of some European countries has also become highly polluted. Now the situation has become such that many European countries are beating Asian countries in terms of pollution. We scoured the internet and uncovered a few indicators that can be used for making this kind of a list. First two we used are the studies by European Environment Agency. This agency annually does studies on air pollution and bathing water quality in Europe. So in today's video we are going to show you 10 most dirtiest countries in Europe. But before starting the video, I want to request you, we put our best efforts to create our every single video. So please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start. Number 10, Serbia. Serbia is known for various things, including rich history. Serbia has a rich history that dates back to ancient times. It is known for being a crossroads of different cultures and civilizations, which has left a significant mark on the country's architecture, traditions, and customs. The population of Serbia was 6.6 million people in 2023. This is a decrease from 7.17 million a decade earlier. As seen in our population report, the population of Serbia is already decreasing. One of the main reasons for this is polluted air. Serbia is considered one of the more polluted countries in Europe, primarily due to poor air quality, reliance on coal for energy, and inefficient industrial practices. Serbia heavily relies on coal-fired power plants, many of which are outdated and emit significant quantities of harmful pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. These emissions contribute to smog, especially during winter months. High concentrations of fine particulate matter are regularly recorded, particularly in urban areas like Belgrade. These particles are harmful to human health, contributing to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Industries in Serbia, including steel production and petrochemicals, still operate with inefficient, old technologies. This results in higher emissions of pollutants compared to modern systems. This exposure is linked to about 12,700 premature deaths annually, making air pollution the seventh leading cause of death in the country. The combination of industrial emissions, coal usage, and poor waste management has led to frequent breaches of the World Health Organization's air quality guidelines. The exposure to high levels of air pollutants significantly raises the risk of respiratory diseases among residents, contributing to higher mortality rates from pollution-related illnesses. Efforts are underway to modernize Serbia's energy sector and align environmental policies with EU standards, but progress remains slow due to financial and infrastructural challenges. Number 9, Hungary. The country is relatively small, but rich in diverse, beautiful landscapes and natural resources. Hungary is well known for its wealth of thermal and mineral water sources. It is often called the land of waters, and the thermal lakes and baths attract thousands of tourists to the country throughout the whole year. So the country, known for its natural beauty, has been struggling with pollution for the last few years. The population of Hungary was 9.69 million in 2023, compared to 9.91 million a decade earlier. Hungary faces significant pollution challenges, though not to the same extent as some of the worst polluted countries in Europe. The country's environmental problems are primarily related to air pollution, industrial emissions, and waste management issues. Hungary regularly experiences poor air quality due to high levels of PM 2.5 and PM 10, especially in cities during winter. These particles originate from residential heating, traffic emissions, and industrial activities. The World Health Organization's guidelines are often exceeded in urban areas like Budapest, impacting public health by increasing respiratory and cardiovascular illnesses. In rural areas, many households rely on burning wood, coal, and other solid fuels for heating. This practice significantly contributes to particulate pollution during the colder months. Additionally, the burning of waste materials exacerbates the problem, releasing toxic pollutants into the air. Like many European countries, Hungary struggles with pollution from vehicle exhaust, especially in urban areas. The use of older, high-emission vehicles is a significant contributor to urban air pollution. Although Hungary is improving its waste management, landfills and illegal waste dumping still present environmental hazards, including groundwater contamination and harmful emissions from burning waste. And during the winter, Temperature inversions trap polluted air close to the ground, worsening air quality, especially in areas with limited wind circulation. Air pollution in Hungary is associated with higher mortality rates due to respiratory and heart diseases. According to studies, exposure to high levels of particulate matter is responsible for premature deaths each year. Furthermore, efforts to transition to renewable energy and reduce emissions are ongoing, but progress remains slow. Poor air quality is responsible for around 10,000 premature deaths annually and contributes to about 1 million cases of illness each year. In summary, Hungary's pollution problems stem from a combination of outdated energy practices, residential heating methods, and industrial emissions. Although it is not among the most polluted countries in Europe, air quality is still a serious concern, particularly in winter months. Number 8. North Macedonia. Macedonia's climate is characterized by warm, dry summers and autumns, and relatively cold winters with heavy snowfall. Macedonia is an elevated plateau, consisting of mountains, deep basins, and valleys. As of December 2023, the population of North Macedonia was 1.8 million people. North Macedonia faces serious pollution challenges, making it one of the more polluted countries in Europe. The country's environmental issues are primarily linked to air pollution, particularly during the winter months, and outdated infrastructure. North Macedonia experiences high concentrations of PM 2.5 and PM 10, particularly in cities like Skopje, Tetovo, and Bitolia. These levels often exceed both national and EU standards during the winter. The pollution is harmful to public health, contributing to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. A significant contributor to air pollution is the use of coal, wood, and biomass for residential heating. Many homes rely on these fuels, leading to a rise in particulate matter emissions during the colder months. Due to high pollution levels, the country experiences elevated rates of pollution-related illnesses. Premature deaths and hospitalizations for respiratory diseases are linked to the persistent air quality issues. This poor air quality is a severe public health concern, with pollution linked to about 7.3% of deaths in the country, and it has reduced life expectancy by an estimated 0.81 years. The impacts are particularly severe on children and infants. A recent UNICEF report highlighted that approximately 11.6% of infant deaths in the country are linked to air pollution. Skopje alone experiences over 100 days annually with unsafe pollution levels, posing risks of respiratory diseases and cognitive impairments for children. In summary, North Macedonia's air pollution problem is driven by a combination of residential heating practices, outdated industries, and challenging geographic factors. The situation worsens during the winter months, posing serious health risks to the population. Number 7. Italy. Italy has a rich and diverse history, with cultural influences from the ancient Romans, Greeks, and Etruscans, as well as the Renaissance and Baroque periods. This has resulted in a unique blend of art, architecture, music, and cuisine unlike anywhere else in the world. The population of Italy was 59.0 million in 2023, compared to 60.3 million a decade earlier. Italy faces considerable pollution challenges, especially in urban and industrialized areas, though it is not the most polluted country in Europe. Pollution issues in Italy are primarily linked to air quality, industrial emissions, and waste management. Italy has a high rate of vehicle use, and emissions from cars, buses, and trucks are a major source of pollution, especially in urban areas like Rome and Milan. Although stricter regulations and incentives for electric vehicles have been introduced, pollution from traffic remains a serious issue. Some regions in northern Italy, particularly Lombardy and Veneto, have heavy industrial activity, which emits pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. Factories and refineries in coastal areas also contribute to localized air and water pollution. The combination of traffic emissions, industrial pollution, and waste mismanagement contributes to higher mortality rates due to pollution-related diseases, including respiratory and cardiovascular conditions. According to reports, thousands of premature deaths each year in Italy are linked to air pollution, primarily from fine particulate matter. Italy has made some progress, including promoting public transportation, green energy, and clean vehicle technologies, but challenges remain, especially in urban and industrial regions. Efforts to tackle waste management in southern Italy are ongoing but hindered by economic and governance issues. In summary, Italy faces significant pollution issues, especially in urban centers and industrial regions. Air quality remains a pressing problem, with vehicle emissions, industrial activities, and winter heating contributing to recurring smog and health risks. Number 6. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a developing country and ranks 74th in the Human Development Index. Its economy is dominated by industry and agriculture, followed by tourism and the service sector. Tourism has increased significantly in recent years. The population of Bosnia and Herzegovina is estimated to be around 3.4 million people. Bosnia and Herzegovina is considered one of the more polluted countries in Europe, facing significant environmental challenges. The primary issues are related to air quality, industrial pollution, and waste management. The country frequently experiences high levels of particulate matter, particularly during the winter months. Urban areas, especially Sarajevo, suffer from smog due to a combination of vehicle emissions, industrial discharges, and heating practices. Reports indicate that air quality in some areas often exceeds safe limits established by the World Health Organization. Many residents rely on coal and wood for heating during winter, which significantly contributes to air pollution. The burning of these materials releases harmful particles and gases, worsening air quality. The pollution in Bosnia and Herzegovina poses serious health risks, contributing to respiratory illnesses and other health problems. Air quality issues have been linked to increased hospital admissions and higher mortality rates due to pollution-related diseases. Although there are efforts to improve environmental conditions, including initiatives to promote cleaner technologies and better waste management practices, challenges remain due to economic limitations and a lack of political will. International organizations and NGOs are also working on projects to enhance air quality and promote sustainable practices in the country. Number 5. Montenegro. Montenegro is known for its mountain range, medieval villages, and beaches that line its Adriatic coastline. The Bay of Kotor is lined with coastal churches and walled towns like Herceg Novi and Kotor. You can find glacial lakes, Tara River Canyon, and limestone peaks in the Durmitor National Park. The current population of Montenegro is 636,833. Montenegro is considered a polluted country in Europe, primarily due to issues related to air quality, industrial emissions, and waste management. The country has several industries, including aluminum production and power generation, which contribute to air and water pollution. The aluminum plant in Podgorica, in particular, has been noted for its significant emissions. The lack of stringent environmental regulations and enforcement exacerbates these issues. Increasing vehicle ownership in urban areas leads to higher emissions from traffic. The aging vehicle fleet, coupled with inefficient fuel use, contributes significantly to air pollution. While tourism is vital to Montenegro's economy, it can also contribute to environmental degradation. Increased tourist activities in coastal areas can lead to pollution and stress on local ecosystems. Pollution in Montenegro poses serious health risks, contributing to respiratory illnesses and other health issues among the population. Studies indicate a correlation between air pollution levels and increased healthcare costs due to pollution-related diseases. In Montenegro, air pollution is estimated to be responsible for around 1,400 premature deaths annually. This figure highlights the severe health impacts associated with poor air quality, reflecting the broader trend observed in other Balkan countries. Montenegro has initiated some reforms to address environmental challenges, including efforts to align with EU environmental standards and enhance waste management practices. However, more significant investments and political commitment are needed to tackle pollution effectively. Number 4. Romania. Rich history and culture. Romania boasts a long and diverse history influenced by a range of cultures, including Roman, Dacian, Hungarian, Ottoman, and more. Its historical heritage is reflected in its architecture, traditions, and folklore. As of December 2023, the population of Romania was 19.1 million people. The increase in vehicle ownership, coupled with the age and inefficiency of many vehicles, has significantly contributed to urban air pollution. Many cars on Romanian roads do not meet modern emission standards. Romania's industrial sector, particularly in the metallurgical, chemical, and energy production industries, is a major source of pollution. Some facilities have outdated technologies that emit high levels of pollutants without adequate emissions control measures. Agricultural practices, including the use of fertilizers and pesticides, can lead to pollution of water sources. Runoff from fields can contaminate rivers and lakes, impacting ecosystems and drinking water quality. The combination of air and water pollution in Romania has significant health implications. Studies indicate that poor air quality is linked to increased respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, leading to higher healthcare costs and premature deaths. According to estimates, around 29,000 premature deaths in Romania each year can be attributed to air pollution, making it a serious public health concern. The European Environment Agency reports that air quality-related health issues cost the Romanian healthcare system significantly each year. Efforts are being made to address pollution, including investments in cleaner technologies and adherence to EU environmental standards. However, challenges remain due to economic constraints and the need for further regulatory enforcement. For more detailed information, you can refer to sources like the European Environment Agency and World Health Organization reports on Romania's air quality and health impacts. Number 3. Bulgaria. The country is remarkable for its variety of scenery. Its rugged mountains and relaxing Black Sea resorts attract many visitors. Like other nations of the Balkan Peninsula, Bulgaria claims a mix of Eastern and Western cultures, and the mingling is evident in its cuisine, its architecture, and its religious heritage. The population of Bulgaria was 6.45 million in 2023, compared to 7.25 million a decade earlier. Bulgaria is considered one of the more polluted countries in Europe, facing significant environmental challenges, particularly related to air quality, industrial emissions, and waste management. Bulgaria often struggles with high levels of particulate matter PM10 and PM2.5, particularly in urban areas like Sofia, Plovdiv, and Varna. The air quality in these cities frequently exceeds the EU limits for pollutants, especially during the winter months. In Sofia, pollution is exacerbated by vehicle emissions, coal burning for heating, and industrial activities. Bulgaria relies heavily on coal for energy production, which significantly contributes to air pollution. The use of outdated coal-fired power plants releases large quantities of sulfur dioxide and other harmful pollutants. This dependency has made it difficult for the country to meet EU air quality standards. Air pollution in Bulgaria has serious health implications. It is estimated that approximately 14,000 premature deaths each year in Bulgaria can be attributed to air pollution. The Bulgarian government has taken some steps to improve air quality and waste management, including adopting EU regulations and investing in cleaner technologies. However, enforcement and implementation of these measures have been slow, and many challenges remain. Number 2. Poland. Poland is known for producing many agricultural and horticultural products, as well as some more famous things such as Polish ceramics and pottery. There are many famous Polish people, both past and present. Many of the world's greatest scientists, authors, poets, and actors have come from Poland over the centuries. The population of Poland was 37.7 million in 2023, compared to 38.1 million a decade earlier. Poland is considered as second most polluted country in Europe, primarily due to significant air quality issues, reliance on coal for energy, and industrial emissions. Poland relies heavily on coal for energy production, accounting for about 70% of its energy mix. Many coal-fired power plants are outdated and lack adequate emissions control technologies, leading to high emissions of sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and carbon dioxide. The industrial sector, including heavy industries such as mining, steel production, and chemical manufacturing, contributes significantly to air and water pollution. Many industrial facilities operate with insufficient pollution control measures. Many households in Poland use solid fuels like coal and wood for heating, especially in rural areas. This practice significantly increases emissions of particulate matter during the winter months. According to estimates, air pollution in Poland is responsible for approximately 45,000 premature deaths each year. This high mortality rate is primarily due to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases linked to poor air quality. The European Environment Agency has also highlighted that air pollution remains a leading cause of health problems across Europe, with Poland being one of the most affected countries. The Polish government has initiated several measures to improve air quality, including the Clean Air Program, which aims to reduce emissions and promote cleaner heating methods. However, the transition from coal to more sustainable energy sources has been slow, and the country faces significant challenges in meeting EU air quality standards. Number 1. Turkey. Turkey is best known for its rich cultural heritage, historical sites, and unique blend of Eastern and Western influences. Key highlights include the ancient city of Troy, the stunning Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, and the natural wonders of Pamukkale, making Turkey a top destination for history and culture enthusiasts. As of December 31, 2023, Turkey's population was 85.3 million people. This makes Turkey the 18th most populated country in the world. Turkey has some of the highest levels of air pollution in Europe, particularly in major cities like Istanbul, Ankara, and Izmir. Many households in Turkey use coal, wood, and other solid fuels for heating, particularly in rural areas. This practice significantly contributes to particulate pollution, especially during winter months. Turkey faces challenges in waste management, including inadequate recycling and disposal systems. This results in illegal dumping and pollution of land and water resources. According to estimates, air pollution is responsible for approximately 35,000 to 45,000 premature deaths annually in the country. This is primarily due to exposure to fine particulate matter and other air pollutants. While Turkey has introduced some measures to address pollution, including stricter environmental regulations and investments in renewable energy, the enforcement of these regulations has often been inconsistent. The transition away from coal and towards cleaner energy sources remains a significant challenge due to economic and political factors. Although if you look at Turkey from outside, this country will not seem polluted at all, but after some time in the Turkey, you might feel the pollution. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.